Sober or not, here I come. Wake up, people. This is One Sober to Another. I'm Wayne, and I'm an alcoholic. Today's Sober Reflections, Daily Reflections, 13 September 2020, Repairing the Damage. Let's go. Well, friends, happy Sunday to you. I hope that you all had a good weekend, and I hope that you are sober and well. Today, I am sober. Let's get into it. Repairing the damage. Good judgment, a careful sense of timing, courage, and guidance. These are the qualities we shall need when we take step 9. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 83. To make amends can be viewed in two ways. First, that the repairing of the damage, for if I have damaged my neighbor's fence, I make amend. And that is a direct amend. The second way is to modify my behavior, for if my actions have harmed someone, I make a daily effort to cause no further harm. I mend my ways, and that is an indirect amends. Which is the best approach? I don't know, do you? The only right approach, provided that I am causing no further harm in so doing, is to do both. If harm is done, then I simply mend my ways. To take action in this manner assures me of making honest amends. September is full of repairing the things that went negatively in your alcoholic history or your addiction history, caused through the direct fact that you were not in the state of mind that you would regularly be in. Okay, I was regularly in it, so that's not what I want to say. When we were drinking, we did a lot of things that we would not have normally done if we weren't drinking. The same with using and some of those other behaviors that can take you down a path that you cause a lot of wreckage and destruction within your environment, and even outside of your environment in some cases for me. So do you make a direct amends or do you make an indirect amends? That's a tough question. And there's been a lot of discussion of that in the past couple of weeks of, which could be, the least harmful approach to another person that you have already done some damage to, that you've already affected in a way in your behavior, and to not make it worse. The last time in my video Making Amends, we talked about a few things that I had done as an alcoholic or in my active drinking, with my son, with my wife, with my father, to coworkers. And in some cases, you may not be able to, or you may not be comfortable to make a direct amends to that person for the behavior that you did. Such as, we talked about my father and the things that went on in my childhood through his alcoholism, caused a lot of emotional damage to myself, and in some cases physical damage. And I went through back and forth on, should I just call him? Should I just send him a letter? Maybe an email? And what I had to do was pause that for a second, because no approach was comfortable with me, and I honestly felt that he didn't deserve my amends, So what I ultimately ended up doing was writing a letter to him, and I outlined everything that, I felt that I had done wrong to him, and I definitely outlined the things that I felt that he did wrong to me. As I wrote it, I felt more and more relief, and I felt more and more closure to that whole part of my life, and that through the daily reflections, during that day, I was able to dig deep into my subconsciousness and peel out some things that were really uncomfortable. And when I wrote that letter, I didn't just give it to him. That would have been too easy. I destroyed it after I was done, and I cut ties with that. He comes up a lot because that's just something that was really hard for me. And I had to battle with making a direct amends or an indirect amends. With my son, it wasn't as easy as patching the hole in the fence. It definitely was not that easy. I did the same thing to him that my father did to me without the physical abuse. By me leaving all the time, and by my absence, and then by being drunk when he did see me, I caused a lot of emotional harm to him. So I couldn't just patch that up with my bad. I didn't mean to mess up your life, man. You'll be okay. Just shake it off and drive on. It wasn't that easy. So I kind of did both. When it was time, I sat down with him. I explained to him the way that I feel that I harmed him. And honestly, I was more apprehensive about that than I was with my father, simply because he's my son. And I also lived it through my actions. Every day I tried to do something else, not so much like direct, hey, I did this for you, therefore, I'm sorry. No, that doesn't work. But I do show him positivity, and I do show him respect, and I do show up when I say I'm going to show up. I do participate in his life, and I do take what he has to say very serious. So I think, therefore, I was able to achieve both. And right now, he's 16 now. Him and I are on an even path, and we have a very good relationship and a healthy relationship, and one that I wouldn't have with him if I didn't make both the indirect amends and a direct amends. So it all depends on your situation and which is best for you. Why don't you leave a comment below, maybe outlining something that you're going through. Don't need the details, those are yours. But what your decision is. Are you going to decide to, make a direct amends to this person, or an indirect amends, or maybe, use both and see what happens? Because by using both, I'm able to live it day by day. Now, there are those who, I will never see again in my life. So I simply have to make an indirect amends and just live through my actions, in a better way to make up for what I've done in my past. You can't correct it, you can't change it, but you can definitely improve your present and future through making amends. You repair the damage a little bit at a time, one brick at a time. A house doesn't go up all at once, not even a modular home. So those who are thinking that, hit the delete button. Know what I mean? Because that modular home still has to be built piece by piece. So that's my little thought for this morning on the daily reflections for September 13th. What are yours? Leave an interesting comment below. And if you've gotten value out of this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Later on today, I'll be shooting out another video that I was going to post out yesterday, but I didn't get to it, so I'm going to do it today. I hope all you have an awesome day. I hope you have a sober day. And if you're not sober, I hope you get something from these videos that can help you move forward in your life in a positive manner. One sober to another. Love you, folks. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.